Hello, Lucy. Good morning.
Hello, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing good. And you? How was your day yesterday?
Hey, that's fine.
Yes. Okay. What about the weekend? Any plans in particular?
No, I think I don't have any plans. And you?
Oh, yes, I have a lot of plans, but they all involve home. I was going to, we were supposed to go to my in-laws, my parents-in-law, but since my daughter starts school on Monday, I have to I have to do a couple of things here at home.
Oh,
uh,
okay.
because remember we were living in Cancun and then we moved into Mexico City. Well, the house was inhabited uh, more than 4 years. So there's a lot of things to fix here. A lot of things. Water
Uh,
leaks, outlets don't work, some light bulbs that need to be changed, some walls that need to be painted. So there's a lot of work. So I will make sure this weekend to have everything ready for my daughter for school because she's homeschooling. So, yes, that's my plan for this week.
okay, that's not bad.
Yes.
Well, well, you have to prepare everything for Monday, and that's it.
Oh, yes, yes. We're very excited because I told you, right? She's starting school in US in online. And well, the thing is, it's actually a long journey because she starts school at 9 and she finishes at 4, just like US time, like US school. That's how long you stay there in school. So she's got a lot of activities. So I need to be present so that I can take note of what we need, what we don't need, and stuff like that. And
Ah, okay.
also, and also, um, well, I guess tonight and tomorrow morning, since here where we live, we have a health club. So we have a swimming pool. My daughter swims, so it's been close to a month that she doesn't swim. So I want to take her so she can swim and stretch.
Well, and why the swim closed?
Because, well, we live like they call them fraccionamiento,
Ah, okay.
right? And then inside the fraccionamiento is condominio. There's different ones. So uh, inside the fraccionamiento, there's a health club,
Ah,
and we
okay.
have a gym, we have swimming pools, we have basketball courts, CrossFit courts, and stuff. So I want to take my daughter so that she can swim, okay, and because she wants to. It's been a while since she hasn't done that. So and yeah, that's pretty much. And the dogs, man, I have to take the dogs for a walk. Yes.
Well, for like you can do it in your for your house in your condominium.
Yes, yeah, that's the beauty about it. I mean, uh, of course, it's not cheap, but I mean, that's a
Ah,
reason.
the maintenance.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Yes, and if you normally, how is the cost in Mexico for that?
Um, when I started 10 years ago, when I bought the house, I used to pay, mm, I used to pay 800 pesos.
Ah, okay, it's like
Like it was now it was like $40,
okay,
right? But that was when everything was new.
and 10 years ago.
Yes. Now administrations have been changed and many things have been bought. So we pay about maybe 60 $60,
Ah, okay.
right? And I mean, it's not bad. It's not like we have big gardens. They come and they cut the grass and fix the plants and stuff like that. We have green places, but I mean, it's worth it. Plus, we have a lot of security and you can walk freely because it's not easy living in a big city, right?
Okay, yes.
So yeah, that's why we and pretty much I don't have to go out. We have stores here.
You have a supermarket in there.
Two, yeah, two small ones,
Ah,
small ones.
nice.
Mhm. Like my dad tells me that we live like Mennonites, Mennonitos. Yes, we just need cows and horses and wagons. Yes. I'll show you some pictures whenever I have a chance and I go take the dogs for a walk. I'll take pictures so you can see it. Okay.
Okay,
It's
thank
a
you.
green place. It's a green place because it's cold, it's raining all the time. The kids
Oh,
play outside. They leave the bicycles outside and no one is gonna take them. There's cameras everywhere.
nice. That is to a lot of security.
Oh yes, I mean something happens, you're gonna get caught because there's cameras everywhere, unless there's no power. But there are some places where they have solar energy and batteries. So
Ah, okay.
okay, so yeah, it is what it is. But anyways, yes, I have plans this weekend. I have a lot of plans, so I need to get things running, and I'm like actually kind of excited. I mean, I bought everything online, everything is home. I just need to organize my time and start working and changing some things and painting stuff. So yeah, that's I actually like doing that because when I was a kid, I'll tell you a secret. It's not a secret, it's just how I grew. When I was a kid and I started living in Texas, uh, well, my neighbors, backdoor neighbors, they needed someone to help uh, in the house, you know, like cut the grass, branches, take out the trash, do errands. I was a kid. So for some reason, the person that would rent the apartment to us, she said, "Boy, you know, Cesar can go." I was a teenager. I say the kid because yes, I was a kid. I was very, very different back then.
Yes.
And I met my mentor and Alvin Patiña. I mean, he passed away already, but he was a Native American. He was a Native American, nativo, you know. I know it's not the proper name, pero era un indio nativo de Arizona.
Okay.
Okay. So he had long hair and he would have earrings, you know, like a native. And he pretty much taught me how to speak English, and him and his wife.
Okay.
And he taught me a lot of things about home improvement. And, you know, he was a house person. He was never outside. He was always at home working, doing something. Get the lights ready for Christmas, get uh, all the decorations for Halloween, for Thanksgiving. There was always something to celebrate. 4th of July. We would have football parties or dinners. Uh, it was awesome. It was awesome. And but every time we always had something to do to fix.
Okay, and you always help him.
Yeah, I mean, but for the time that I was there, uh, in that address, I was there in that address for about 4 years. So yes, I would spend most of my time there. I would go to school, come back, and then I would be there. And he knew a lot of things, you know, carpentry, electricity, and he would do everything. He would never hire anyone. Plumbing. So I was there with
You
him.
know,
So I
you
learned a
know
lot
a
of things.
lot of things.
Yes, yes. But you know, Americans are like that. Americans are the kind of people that go outside, they wash the car, cut the grass, do some fix this and that. Unless they don't have the tools or they don't have the and really, really don't have the time, they will hire someone. Mexicans are not.
Ah, okay.
They will pay for people getting things fixed. So my neighbors, whenever they see that I'm doing painting and stuff, they look at me like, wow, what is that guy doing? You know, because but that's the way I was raised. I don't like people doing my things or doing things at home unless, like I said, it's something that I cannot do because I don't have the tools or whatever. So then I will pay. For example, I have a solar water heater,
Mm-hmm.
and it has the long tubes and then the tank. I don't know, you have seen them.
No, I think no, I never
You never seen a solar water heater? No? Okay.
solar.
I installed it, but that was a long time ago and it wasn't
I
working.
think it's
I'm sorry?
using solar panels. No.
Mm, yes, but it's not a panel. Is they are tubes. Look, I'll find the picture and I'll show you. They're tubes. They're not. Look, I'll show you. Let me give you a picture. And you need very little solar rays, and the water will get hot, and you don't have to pay for natural gas or. So that's what it is. Can you see the picture? Oh.
No.
And it wasn't working, so I had to pay someone to help me find out what's going on. But I saw it now. I saw what happened. So maybe next time I don't need to pay for people to do it. I pretty much paid for someone to do it the first time and to teach me.
I think they is bad. I can hear you.
Let me switch to another connection.
Can you hear me? No.
Can you hear me now?
No, yes, yes, but I think the connection was
I switch. Yes, I switched to another Wi-Fi connection. Yes, I was saying I paid so that they could help me fix it, clean it, and to change one tube. So I pretty much paid for the first time, and next time I don't think I will pay. I can do it.
ah, nice.
Can you see the picture?
No, I can see.
Okay. Yeah, they're tubes, and that creates heat inside, and the water gets very hot. Trust me. And I had to fix it, but I was very cautious because I didn't know how to take the tubes out. So that's why I had to pay someone. And
Um,
but it's fixed already. It's working. We have hot water.
wow, nice.
You always have hot water. And of course, you get a tank according to the number of family members you have. And depending on how much hot water you use. I'm guessing since where you are is very hot, you use a lot of hot water, right? I mean, it's very
Yes.
cold, so you use a lot of hot water. Yes,
Yes, that's right.
but it's different. Is very cold over there. Here is cold, but not that cold. Okay. I hope you
Yeah.
get the picture so that you can see it.
No,
Uh,
I can see. Now I think no, I can see the picture, but I can see the person English.
okay. Well, that thing has been with us about 6 years.
Oh, wow.
6 years, and it's the first time I give it maintenance. So
Nice. It was a good purchase.
yeah,
Purchase?
yeah,
Yes.
it's the future. I'm
Yes, I
actually
think
thinking. I'm
a
actually
lot of
thinking. Yes,
people,
had to be solar.
yes, people should have to start doing that.
Oh yes, yes. Um, like power lights, also battery banks. You know, since I'm in the automobile business industry, for example, Volvo, it's got a plan so that in 2030, every
Mhm.
car that they sell is going to be electric.
Like Tesla.
Yes, well, Tesla is completely electric, but Volvo has already a plan. Every car is going to be electric.
No, yes, because I think it's the future, and with the problems that some countries have with the gas, I think it's the best option.
Yes, yes. So that has to be done already. I mean, it's late. To my understanding, it's late, but we try to optimize as much as we can.
Yes.
And working home is one thing. You save a lot of things. Yes, yeah, especially because traffic is very bad. But anyways, good talk. It was a good talk. Uh, but we need to get into the grammar section, right? So
Okay.
today we're going to discuss the present perfect and continuous. Nice. Okay.
Okay.
We are familiar with both of them, but we're going to discuss in deeper detail how to differentiate between each one and the other one. So for example, present perfect we know is have or has, and then the past participle. Have watched, have gone. Present perfect continuous, have been watching. Okay. So you have also the verb being in participle and the verb in the continuous form. That's the grammar structure, but why do we use them? That's what we're going to learn. Are you ready?
Okay.
We often use the present perfect to talk about something that was completed at some time in the past, but not at a specific time. With the present perfect, we're focusing on the completion and result of an action. Have you found out Jackie's schedule? In the example, Talia wants to know about the result of Amy's search.
Okay.
Okay.
Any questions?
No.
Okay. Remember, present perfect to talk about something that was completed at some time in the past, but not at a specific time. So that's why we have here signal. Something in the past, but not in any time in particular. Right. Number two.
We often use the present perfect continuous to talk about something that happened in the past and is still happening. With the present perfect continuous, we're focusing on the continuation of an action.
She's been sitting in the lounge for about 10 minutes.
In the example, Amy means that Jackie is still sitting in the lounge.
Okay.
Okay.
Any questions?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. So, three.
We often use the present perfect to talk about amounts, how much, how many, and how many times.
We've read 3 books in Professor Roberts' class.
Okay. So present perfect to talk about amounts, how much, how many, and how many times. You've read 3 books. in Professor Robert's class. Yes, we can use that. What about the next one?
We often use the present perfect continuous to talk about how long.
I've been studying journalism for about 6 months.
Okay, for about 6 months.
Okay.
Okay. 5.
Sometimes you can use either the present perfect or the present perfect continuous. With verbs such as live, work, study, play, take, or teach, with for or since, there is often no difference in meaning between the present perfect and the present perfect continuous.
Amy has studied journalism since last year.
Or,
Amy has been studying journalism since last year.
these two sentences have the same meaning.
Okay.
Okay.
Sometimes the present perfect and present perfect continuous, they can give you the same meaning. That's what they're trying to say. Let's do some work, okay?
Okay.
All right, complete each sentence, click on the box and choose the correct answer.
Have you been doing your homework this semester? Absolutely. I haven't missed a single assignment so far. There is no more cake. What happened? I have no idea. I only had one piece. When are you going to call the building manager? I have called him 3 times today, but he's never there.
Okay. So I've been calling him,
Yes,
or I've called. Okay, I've been
I
calling.
have been calling him. Hi, what's up? Oh, I have watched the news. It's almost over. Have what? How many acting class have you taken so far? At least 6.
Okay, let me lower. Okay.
Let's go out for pizza after class. Oh, I have eaten. I had a sandwich before I left there. I have eaten.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so let's see what happened. Okay. So when are you going to call the building manager? I've been calling him 3 times today, but he's never there. So maybe the present perfect because you called 3 times. That's it. It's done,
Okay.
right? And hi, what's up? Oh, the news. I almost over. Okay. So you're still doing it, right?
I
I've
have
been
been
watching the
watching.
news. Yes. Okay. It's context mainly. It's not easy. I know the wording is confusing and Pearson is doing it on purpose. But
Okay.
that's why we have these examples so that we can see the difference. Don't forget to take a picture. Okay.
Okay.
Just okay. Now there. Okay, there.
Okay.
Let's do another exercise. So complete the interview. Type the correct form of the verbs in parentheses into the blanks. Use the present perfect or present perfect continuous. Be sure to use capital letters if necessary. Okay. So let's do it.
Okay. Jamie, did you have win to Oscar?
What is the past participle? One.
One to Oscar. That's a lot for someone your age. How long have you been acting? I have been working in this business for almost 10 years since I graduated from college. Have you lived in Hollywood long? Have been living? Not that long, about 5.
5 years.
Have you lived in Hollywood long or have you lived acting?
Okay.
Not that long, about 5 years. What did you do before you became an actor? Oh, I have been doing. I have done
I have done
a lot of different jobs in my life. I drive a taxi.
driven
Yes,
a taxi.
taxi. I have worn a chicken custom to advertise fast food. Weird jobs, but I have been using those experience in my role since I started acting. Fascinating.
Okay. You ready?
Yes.
Money.
Nice.
Take a picture. Okay.
Yes, I do. Okay.
Okay. So, okay. Let's go into the next grammar section. Right. So embedded WH questions. What are we talking about here? So WH, do you know how we form them? Okay. So yes, that means that we have a question inside a question. It's embedded. Okay.
Okay.
And we have another exercise that where we have a question inside another question, but we call it tag, T-A-G, tag questions. But pretty much they're completely different. It's a different meaning. But just to make sure, this is one of the cases that we will have when we have a question inside a question, embedded. We will talk about tag questions later, okay?
Okay.
In detail. And we have just no. I don't know if you've studied them. Okay.
Okay.
So now we have the if. But These are just some examples. Let's look at instructions and why we use embedded questions. Number one.
An embedded question is a question that's inside another sentence.
What do you mean? I know what you mean.
What you mean is an embedded question.
Okay,
Okay.
this is what it is. Even if it's a small, it is an embedded question. I know what you mean. Okay. But check out the difference. The first one is a question. What do you mean? Directly. So we have a question mark. Since we start the second with a statement, we don't need a question mark. You see it?
Yes. It's like an affirmation.
Yes. But in the end, it's a question.
Okay.
Okay. So what you mean is an embedded question, right?
It's bad if it's wrong if you say, I know what do you mean?
Well, you cannot use the do because you don't need the auxiliary here. Because you're not asking a question directly. It's an embedded question.
Okay.
Okay. Since it's a statement, you don't need an auxiliary for the action.
Okay.
Number two.
Embedded WH questions begin with a question word.
When does the class begin? Can you tell me when the class begins?
Okay, and we have another WH. But let's go by parts. When does the class begin? Is completely a question, and you have an auxiliary here. Check out this example. Can you tell me when the class begins? And you have a question mark. You have a question mark because you have a motto in the beginning. Okay.
Okay.
3.
Embedded yes/no questions begin with if. Is she there? Do you know if she's there?
Okay.
Okay.
4.
Notice that we use statement word order, not question order, in embedded questions. Do you know where she is? Do you know if she's there?
Okay.
Okay.
5.
We don't use a form of the auxiliary verb do in the embedded question.
I know what you mean. I wonder if she has an agent.
Okay.
Okay.
So remember, we do not use the form of the auxiliary verb in the embedded question, but we can use if. Now, check out and that we don't. I wonder, does she have an agent? No. Or I wonder, she does have an agent? No. Some people might say it that way, but of course, it's not correct. But in the future, in a very advanced level of learning English, people do that just to create emphasis of what you need or what the result will be. But it's more of a sarcastic form. Okay. It's not grammatically correct, but people
Okay.
will do it. Okay.
Okay.
6.
You can have an embedded question inside a statement or inside another question. When the embedded question is in a statement, use a period at the end of the sentence.
I know what you want.
When the embedded question is in a question, use a question mark at the end of the sentence.
Can you tell me what you want?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let's do some examples. Okay. So complete each sentence, click on the box and choose the correct answer.
Do you know which courses Jack is taking? I don't know where is the student lounge. I wonder where Jackie lives. Can you tell me who the professor is with the second one?
The question mark.
Yes. I don't understand why Jackie did it. The second one. I like to find out if Professor Roberts is teaching this semester.
If
Yes.
you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So I don't know where is the student lounge. The better question have the statement word order. Is the student lounge in question word order?
Okay.
So it's backwards. I don't know where the student lounge is.
Okay.
Okay. Let's do another exercise. Okay, so complete each dialogue, add the question in parentheses to the sentence, type an embedded question into the blanks, add the correct punctuation. Okay.
Okay. I don't know where the Valentinos is.
I don't know.
Where the Valentinos is.
Mm. Is okay.
With point, right?
Okay.
It's close to my apartment. Do you know if they accept credit cards?
And
With yes, I think in them, if they,
oh, my fingers are too fast sometimes. Brain. Okay, there.
I'm sure they do. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
Was was the restaurant full? I'm not sure. The restaurant was full last night.
Okay, like this.
Yes, with point. Okay. It's always full. I wonder what kind of food they serve. I'm pretty sure it's Italian. I can't remember when they opened.
When they open. Period or question?
Period. I think it was about 15 years ago. I don't know. I don't know. We need a reservation. With question?
I don't know.
I don't
Do
know.
we
Okay, with
have an
point.
auxiliary? Okay, yes.
Yes. Can you find out can you find out they serve lunch? That with question. Okay, I'm not sure how we get there.
The period, right?
In the other they serve lunch with quest. Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we got 3 correct. Okay. So pretty much what we need are just a few words or a little rearrangement. Okay. So take a picture right now of your results and I'll show you the answers.
Okay, I'm ready.
Ready?
Yes.
For example, I don't know where Valentinos is. We added a title, the Valentinos. We don't need it. Okay.
Sure.
That was a really minor error, right? But
Yeah.
most of the information was there. Do
Okay.
you know if they accept credit cards? Okay, and yes, it's a question mark. I'm not sure if the restaurant was full last night.
Okay.
So you have to use if. And most of them, we forgot to use if.
Okay.
Yes. And most of the, like I said, most of the information, it was given to you in parentheses. We do need to rearrange them in the embedded form. Remember, you can use a WH if it's available, or if you don't have it, you can use if.
Okay.
Okay? Take a picture now. So you can, on your own time, review this, okay?
Okay, give me 1 minute. Okay, I'm ready.
You're ready. Okay, good. Give me just a second. All right, so now let's go into the next grammar section. Okay, participle adjectives. or participial adjectives. Two different ways of pronouncing this. So sometimes we have a ed form or we have the ing. But these adjectives, they give you a description. And we're going to discuss this, okay?
Okay.
Number one.
Participial adjectives end in ed and ing. They usually describe feelings or reactions, but the two forms have different meanings.
Examples of participial adjectives are bored and boring.
Okay, so we have bored and boring.
Okay.
And they usually describe feelings or reactions.
We use ed adjectives to talk about how someone feels.
I'm not surprised.
In the example, Amy is talking about how she feels.
Okay,
Okay.
3.
We use ing adjectives to talk about someone or something that causes a feeling or reaction.
I saw Madonna. It was so exciting.
In the example, Jackie is talking about how seeing Madonna in a restaurant caused a reaction in her. Seeing Madonna was exciting. As a result, Jackie felt excited.
Okay.
Cool. Any questions?
No.
Okay. So let's go on to some examples. Okay, so complete the theater review. Click on the box and choose the correct answer. So you ready?
Yes. Last night I went to the theater. I saw a very interesting play called The Ticket. The story is both amused. What is amused?
Okay, it's a combination of entertaining, fun.
Okay. And move. I laughed and cried. The actors are excellent and even do some improvisation. As an actor myself, I was truly inspired. I have done just one complaint about the ticket, although I was never bored. I was annoyed that there was no intermission. 3 hours without a break is too long. I'm sure it's exhausting for the two actors who are on the stage the whole time. But apart from that one, irritating fact, the play is wonderful. If you want an entertaining theater experience, entertainment. Get a ticket for the ticket. You won't be disappointed. Okay.
Okay, so look at your answers. Remember, are you describing a noun or you're describing an action?
I
Look
saw a
at your
very
answers.
interested.
Look at the whole paragraph. If you have to make changes, do it. Okay, I'll give you a minute.
Okay.
Look at it carefully.
I think the first one I saw a very interested play.
Okay, so which ones do you want to change?
I saw a very interested play.
Actually, this one is correct.
Okay. And amusing
But what
and
about this ones?
amusing and moving.
Okay.
Boring.
Here,
Yes.
I have just one complaint about the ticket. Although I was never bored, you're describing yourself, that's good. I was annoyed that there was no intermission. Okay. 3 hours without a break is too long. I'm sure it's exciting for the two actors who are on stage the whole time. But apart from that, one irritating fact, you're describing an object. The play is wonderful. If you want an entertaining theater experience, what
And
about okay,
entertaining.
get a ticket for the ticket? You won't be disappointed. That's correct. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's see now. Good. All I'm trying to say is once you have your answers and you still have a little bit of time, there's nothing wrong with checking that perhaps double check, right? Double check, and perhaps there might be something you want to consider. Okay.
Okay. Yes. Yes, that's right.
Okay, let's go into the next exercise. This one is a little bit more challenging, okay? So complete each student comment. Change the verb in parentheses, okay, into a participial adjective. Type the correct form of the word into the blank.
Okay. Professor Howard's classes are always interesting.
Are always
Interesting.
interesting,
Yes.
okay?
At the end of the day, I'm always tired. But Professor Howard's class wake me up. He's never boring. I'm very satisfying with Professor Robert's ability to explain things clearly. I have learned a lot in his class. Improvisation is very exciting. You never know what's going to happen next. I have never been so inspiring in a class before. Inspired. The teacher is amazing. Amazing.
Amazed?
Amazing.
Okay.
No. Amazing or it's amazing.
Okay.
I recommend Professor Robert's class to all the students who are interested.
In an acting career.
Yes.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so let's see. All right, so I'm very satisfied with Professor Roberts. I never been so,
I think you put in a space.
yes, it's a typo, okay.
Okay. But it's correct.
It's correct,
Inspired.
yeah, that one is correct, yes.
Okay.
I recommend Professor Roberts' class to do to all students who are in, okay, also a typo, interested.
Ah,
Yes.
it's but it's in.
It is correct. It is correct, but it's a typo. The only mistake is here.
Satisfied.
Only a typo. Here a space and an extra S.
Ah, okay.
Yes. But this one is the only one. Instead of satisfying is satisfied because you're describing yourself.
Okay.
Okay. I'll show you again.
What you use ed when you're describing yourself.
Yes. ED.
And eig when you describe
An action, an object, a noun.
for instance, she's interesting and I interested.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes. Remember, here you have to follow what you learn, the rules, but also you need to be careful on the context. Are you describing your actions? Because my actions are satisfying. I'm satisfied that my actions are satisfying. You know? So you play with those words.
Okay.
Okay, good. And that's all for this morning, man. There's a lot of information for today, okay? And we need to do some work, okay?
Okay.
You should have these exercises available. I strongly suggest you complete them. And if you have any questions, let me know, okay? I'll be available this weekend. So if you have any questions, send me a text, no problem.
Okay, thank you.
And before you go, could you help me with the daily survey?
Yes. Okay, thank you. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you so much. Yes, you too, Lucy. Bye-bye.
Bye.